Part 1: The Inevitability of Unknown Events. Produced by Black Bottom James at BKK Productions. Theme: Jesus is real. Upon any day, there are always times of acrimony, disgust, and rancor in comparison to all the things that were given in this life, as hints of advancement or progression, yet there has only been regression, with a few moments appealing to what was expected, as riches and glory. Many times there has been elation and times of dejection and misery looming in your future. Somehow there were always thoughts, this too shall pass, revealing itself as a short measure of grief but testifying with conviction. A light will brighten the path of deliverance and liberation, defending all the wrongs headed in your direction, with good times of gratitude and gratefulness before the door closes, for the last time. It was this theme I tended to rely upon on those days, when the world seems as all against all you do, just waiting for the final blow with placement under the thumb of entanglements. A fitting glance at other people's misery and trials reveals a life of a few disappointments, before finding the right way leading to success and triumph. It provides motivation in re-energizing or restarting an endeavor of delays, postponements, or obstructions, realizing your dreams are not completely lost, maybe just needing time and figuring some problem keeping the man from his prize. However, the realization of falling down so often takes the thrill and passion away, until a new day is upon the horizon, providing the exhilaration for another round. One thing is always present, is finding a fall guy or issue blaming the end results of failure. Yes, these are true evaluations, yet, knowing the mitigating evidence, this tactic was never used, as it was never a truth for me to ponder. For me, it was not an explanation of plausibility or credibility, but a factual or verifiable occurring during a period in my life, initiating accuracy and exactness of event occurring over a period of time. Initially, these events did not portray a relationship illustrating a nexus or connection in their construction, therefore, I was unable to connect the dots until after the occurrence. Yet, if it is not known or there are no related actions sustaining these assumptions, there is no basis or rationale precluding any type of investigation for observation. Besides, this person was far from perfection, but never expected her of harboring any forces of wickedness or foul torment and persecution, but this group was known to exist by me with its agents of agony and torment. These events had major repercussion throughout this entanglement for over 10 years. First, it was a matter of identifying what was the exact problem. It was not properly acknowledged and confirmed until there was discussion with my ex-girlfriend, with her explain how these events were initiated. Her daughter was never happy with her leaving California and visiting me. She wanted her mother to be in the same state or better, the same city. Knowing her mother was 2,500 miles away was cruel and uneasy for her to adjust. Although she was married with a daughter and son, she wanted her mother by her side. Forget the old adage, the kids will someday move away. This daughter did not want the mother moving to another state. There was a reoccurring festival every year in this city, featuring many exhibits and shows. The daughter and mother decided to visit a palm reader. This lady told her some things intriguing to hear. Maybe this would be beneficial in hearing with her mother, who came along for the visit. For whatever reason, I became the focus of attention, as I was the indicated as being the target of oppression, for only having moved her mother to Georgia. Because I was a Christian, this lady, the palm reader, became much more intensive on this revelation, as she was deep into the occult. She was a high priest of a church near Los Angeles, becoming a career sorcerer within the supernatural of satanic worship. The mother provided my background of information, address and age, etc., and providing as much information to this high priest regarding my home in Georgia. The taunting would begin soon after. I remember having dreams with snakes constantly. One dream I was in a basilica or something similar, surrounded by lampposts of every size and height and dimension, with snakes crawling, creeping and slithering all over, towering above me and scattered around, persistently watching and lurking every neighboring elevation near me. There were hundreds of snakes of all kinds. Finally, a very larger phaeton was placed in my comfort zone ready to strike, when all of a sudden, this large hammer appeared. I distinctly and abruptly grabbed the hammer, beginning to pound the snake's head until death. When I was a child growing up, we had a wood pile where people would deliver wood for the winter. The wood pile was right outside my parents' window near our home. Once I killed a snake, striking it on the head. As a verification of its death, its mouth was twisted, leaving the mouth open. This huge python had died in the same manner as this small snake in the wood pile, which is how I knew this snake, this huge python, in my dreams, was dead. I also had events of me waking up from a dead sleep, unable to breathe, as there was something blocking the airflow in my throat. After whizzing for a few minutes and scaring me tremendously, I was able to breathe. I came home from a trip to Alabama. There was a cat stretched out on my back patio, with its paws and legs spread equally apart, as though someone has laid the cat for execution. I had never seen this cat running around in the community before its appearance on my back patio. I became so concerned, I drew a cross of the garage door made from holy water for protection. It was at this point the realization of something was amiss, but for whatever reason, I didn't think my girlfriend was involved, until years later she revealed events from the festival. I was now aware of the danger I had been living. Even though things were occurring, I was unable to match up my girlfriend with these events. Although, during those days, working many places outside the US, the Middle East, in Kuwait and KSA, my significant other, Rhoda, would plan trips back to California, sometimes taking visit to a friend living in Southern California, near LA. Later, she exclaimed, this was the home of the sorcerer. This person was initially single, but later married and had a child. These exhibitions never stipulated any specific discussions between this participant of occult worship, but now, thinking about all this, there were probably many hidden, mysterious, occult secrets were transpiring, and unaware Rhoda was keeping secrets, as was this entire experience and interactions with this person of hidden satanic deeds. Jesus knew my future, as he was in my life at an early age to definitely display himself, spiritually, at age 13 or 14. His hands were on me during this period, as he knew I would encounter a demonic spirit endangering or disrupting my life. At 14, my first encounter with Jesus was his coming to me and asking me if I wanted to be a Christian. My answer was, no. My desire was to chase girls and drink a little, perusing those things I did not think was appropriate for Christianity. Yet, in the coming years, occasionally, he would drop by, casually, offering a consideration of changing my decision.